Hey everyone, this is Lisa Raymond from Toastmasters WeSERV Speakers. And what I'd like to share with you today are the long-awaited enhancements or updates that they've made to Pathways and what you can expect from your path and the levels inside your path from Pathways. So let's dive in. This FAQ page, take note of it. I'll put it down in the description of the video. This is something you want to refer back to as you're working through your path. For some of you may have already seen some of these meeting roles come up in your path in the level you're working on. That's okay. If you haven't finished working in that level, this is now required. If you finish the level, they're not going to make it retroactive. Okay. So, and as far as I know, they've only have 3 paths that are going through this. I expect all 6. So this will cover all of us in general. In this FAQ page, it talks about what's changing here in these paths, and the only thing that's really changing is they're adding in the functionary roles. Those are required now. From levels 3, 4, and 5, we will have to complete a project from the Successful Club series, the Better Speaker series, and the Leadership Excellence series. So we'll go over those series in a different video. What I'm going to focus on today are the actual functionary roles that are required to finish your path, your level in your path. So if I come down to number 9, what meeting role and education series requirements are being added to each level in the paths on the FAQ page, open that up and it will tell you. I'm going to go over them right now. Level 1, you have to complete a table topic speaker. That's someone that volunteers or is voluntold to answer a question from the table topics master. Then you have to be a speech evaluator. That is someone that evaluates the speech, a prepared speech from one of the members. The last one is you must do either the timer or the counter. That is level 1. To complete level 2, you have to complete grammarian. Topics master here is the same as table topics master. That is the role that gets to come up with all the neat little questions, and then you get to volunteer or volunteer someone to answer them. Speech evaluator, and then Toastmaster of the day or timer or counter. My recommendation is your Vice President of Education, VPE. If you did timer or counter in level 1, pick the other one for level 2. Toastmaster of the day is required in level 3 anyway, so you can jump ahead, but this might make more sense. And it also depends on what role for that meeting is available in our club, which is on our website. Level 3, you are required, like I said, to do the Toastmaster of the day. Speech evaluator. Table topic speaker, so you're going to answer questions. Table topics master, you're going to give the questions. Or introductory mentor. What happens in level 3 in Pathways is you also have the option, or had the option, so may not be optional anymore, to open up your mentor path, which is not really a credited path, but when you finish it, you do get a nice button that you can put on your lapel. That introduces you to mentoring inside Toastmasters. You become a mentor to someone who is then called your protege, and you take them through the basics of Toastmasters, okay? It does a good job of explaining how that works and what's expected, the difference between mentoring and coaching, so I highly recommend it. It's a really good thing to understand and learn as we progress in our clubs and in our own leadership and development. One of the following successful club series presentations must be done in level 3. Creating the best club environment, or creating the best club climate, I'm sorry. Meeting roles and responsibilities, keeping the commitment, and going beyond our club. One of those assignments will have to be done to complete level 3. Level 4, you have to complete Toastmaster of the day. General evaluator, that is the role that evaluates the meeting as a whole, offers feedback for the functionary roles, including the speech evaluators, offers some advice or some observations as what we could do to make the meeting better, some way we can improve our meeting, and then closes with positive. We can help you learn how that works. if you haven't done that before. But you do have to complete Journal Evaluator. Then Speech Evaluator, evaluate someone's speech. Then Table Topics Speaker, Topics Master or Table Topics Master, or an unofficial role that is unique in our club. The one we have unique in our club is the /listener. We've been doing this a while now. We put together our critical thinking skills to come up with questions throughout the meeting. And then we rattle off 3 to 5, or depending upon if we have more time allowed, more than that, to test the audience, as in the people in the meeting, their critical skills, and can they answer those questions? Were they paying attention? So that would be one unique in our club. One of the following successful club series presentations must be done at this point. They're changing them. Finding new members, that's marketing. Closing the sale, that's sales. Not just marketing, but sales. How to be a distinguished club. And the Toastmasters education program. So one of those 4 has to be completed at level 4. And then you also have to do a presentation from the Better Speakers series. We'll go over those 3 from the Successful Club series, Better Speakers series, and the Leadership Excellence series in a different video. When you get to level 5, you have to complete the General Evaluator twice. You have to complete the Toastmaster of the Day twice. Wait a minute. You have to complete Speech Evaluator. You got it, twice. Then you have to be a Table Topics Speaker, the Table Topics Master, the Odd Counter, Timer, Grammarian, Club Mentor, or an unofficial role that is unique to your club, one of those. You have to complete one of the following successful club series presentations. They changed it again. Moments of Truth, Evaluate to Motivate, or Mentoring. And you have to complete one presentation from the Leadership Excellence series, but it doesn't outline what those are. That is it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, and I'm pretty sure we're going to all come up with questions as we go through this, let me know. I will say that we sign up in our club on our website under Free Toast Host for our meeting roles every week. I recommend planning ahead. I try to have the agendas out at least 2 months ahead, so that way you can plan around either work meetings or events and activities that you have to get done, so that way you know when you're going to present, and sometimes give yourself a little time too. If you're doing one of the functionary roles, those are really easy enough where you don't need a lot of prep, but when it comes to speaking or maybe evaluating, you might need a little more prep. And I expect Journal Evaluator to create a little more prep than that as well, because you're taking a look at the whole meeting. Did we start on time, end on time, all that stuff. And we can help you with that as well. I don't expect a lot of other changes beyond this. Again, we'll dive into the other speaker series, those 3, in a different video. For now, I want you to concentrate on the functionary roles. The last thing I want you to remember is when you complete your functionary role, it's already logged in on our website, unless we have to fill it in with someone else. Say you had been sick that day and couldn't come in or couldn't join online either. We'll fill the role, which means we're going to remove you from that. That cures the agenda. If you've done that functionary role in our agenda the way it is, go to your base camp, to your profile, add it to your profile. I did have a video out that explained how to do that. I'll drop that in the description below, so that way you don't have to go look for it, and you can refresh your memory on how to do that. My assumption is they're going to take our profiles where we're putting in the functionary roles and have that then directly connect to our paths and the levels in the path. The reason being, people may forget to do the check mark on the meeting roles that they've done. This will make the guarantee that if I put it here, yes, I completed it over here. That's what I'm expecting. It's, again, like an if this, then that equation for programming. It makes sense to me. I could be wrong, but I would prepare for that just in case. So again, if you have questions after watching these, let me know. Grab your club mentor or your area director who's in our club, Colleen, and ask us questions. We will take you through this. We'll make sure we have our devices with us, and we will do whatever we can to help you be successful in your path, in Pathways. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. make sure you subscribe to our channel because you never know when I'm going to drop a video in. And given the changes in pathways, it might be a little bit more now. So make sure you subscribe. That way you get the notification when I put up a video. And I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks again. Have a great day.